In this video, I'd want to explore a topic that is currently dividing the XRP community, whether or not XRP was developed with big banks in mind. Many people now allege that XRP was created rather than big institutions. For the broader public, others believe that XRP was indisputably built for huge banks simply by observing what Ripple is. In this video, I'll break down the subject and share my thoughts with you, because I've been thinking about it for a while, and I believe it will help you better understand what XRP is and what Ripple is striving to do with it. But before the movie concludes, I'd want to mention some important events that will take place the following week. In fact, in addition to the secret emails discussed in this article, other occurrences will have a substantial impact on markets. Please stick around for that. I assure you, you won't want to miss it. In this video, I'll answer the topic of whether XRP was intended for huge banks and enterprises. I know there has been a lot of debate about this in the XRP community, but I wanted to write about it because I thought Panos had produced a terrific tweet thread about it, even though I didn't agree with every single tweet. I think the thread as a whole was wonderful, and I'll just let you know about the places where I'm not so convinced. It's unfortunate that a sizable segment of the XRP community still believes that XRP was created for large banks or aid agencies. He stated, and this is the one tweet thread piece I truly disagree with. I don't agree with that, and the reason is that many members of the XRP community simply look at what Ripple is doing and go, "Oh, well, Ripple is working with large banks and big organizations." Ripple employs the XRP creators, so Ripple appears to have created XRP to assist huge financial institutions and banks. Now, I doubt that any of these people believe that retail can use XRP. They only see what Ripple is doing in general, which is that Ripple, the company primarily responsible for XRP's adoption, appears to be focusing entirely on huge banks and large institutions. As a result, that is most likely why XRP was established in the first place. I can see why people might think this, but Panos makes some strong comments that, in my perspective, sort of debunk that assumption. He claims that it was expressly designed to weaken the bank's monopoly and disintermediate them. It is critical to understand that he is not suggesting that XRP was created to destroy banks. He argues that its purpose was to undermine the monopoly of the large bank, and I believe him because I believe XRP will eventually give banks more power. It would have been beneficial if he had emphasized that the large banks possessed monopolies. In my perspective, it offers financial institutions more clout, and I believe that is why they are using the technology. They aren't implementing this technology because it would harm their monopoly or personally injure them. They are embracing this technology because it provides them with more power. I believe that the only ones who cause actual harm are the major banks. The major banks control all minor banks. XRP, in my opinion, levels the playing field. For each of these banks, except for you, he built a superior Bitcoin for peer-to-peer transactions between people rather than banks, and I agree with him on this. When XRP was first established, I believe the major focus was peer-to-peer. Finally, I believe peer-to-peer lending is just less profitable, and some of the largest sums of money are transferred globally from one financial institution to another and from one bank to another. In some ways, I suppose peer-to-peer was the test. Hey, can you transmit this item back and forth? In the end, the big money is in banks and other institutions located, and I believe it is a major reason why Ripple is focused there. Because there is a significant opportunity to dramatically modify the architecture of our financial system, probably XRP was initially meant primarily for peer-to-peer transactions. However, I feel that the individuals who created XRP and Ripple, the company quickly understood that there was much more to this than merely sending XRP to you on my behalf. He then outlines the DEX and the relevance. However, I believe this particular issue is critical, as Ripple later chose to focus on the banking business. They did not make overseas payments to help banks or other financial organizations. It was done to level the playing field. Help smaller banks while dismantling the SWIFT cartel held by the larger ones. This is correct in my opinion, and I no longer believe it is correct to assert that Ripple is not attempting to aid banks and other financial institutions. I believe Ripple's primary goal as a business is to assist banks and institutions, but I feel it is more appropriate to say that its true goal is to assist smaller banks in catching up to the larger ones, and in the building of a new financial system that will make all banks more powerful while also putting them on a level playing field. Guys, nobody wants to be forced to wait. Organizations like to spend a lot of money for money to flow indefinitely. No group wishes to receive their funds. In my opinion, a new cryptocurrency called XRP will result in a much more robust one. Monetary system. Money velocity will increase tremendously. As a result, I feel that at the end of the day, it will boost economic efficiency, which will benefit everyone, and I believe that is the main lesson here. Because XRPY is a decentralized open source technology, anyone can use it. XRP will benefit the whole banking industry. A system that involves average people like you and me, small businesses, and tiny banks. To be fully honest, I believe it contains a huge number of large banks, but not those with monopolies. With XRP, the capacity to move money globally will be much enhanced. Furthermore, it will boost efficiency in unprecedented ways, benefiting everyone on the planet. And I believe that once more programmability is provided to the XRP ledger and more developers work on it, XRP will disrupt financial solutions that we had never thought of before. In addition, previously unheard of financial instruments will be created. So, what are my feelings on the entire debate? Finally, I understand why some individuals observe what Ripple is doing and believe that the company built XRP expressly for major banks based on the company's existing business model. Since it is evident that Ripple is focusing on banks and other financial institutions, if you only pay attention to what Ripple is doing, it's critical, in my opinion, to understand how much more XRP affects the world than just these institutions. They are transforming the entire financial system. That is far more promising than simply attempting to rescue a few banks. Having said that, I don't believe we can ignore the fact that large banks and other large organizations are currently adopting Ripple and XRP in substantial numbers, which is one of the most exciting parts of all of them, including XRP and Ripple. Because of this, I concentrate on it. The majority of the fun for me is in these massive banks and institutions. Having said that, I appreciate focusing on this aspect of the XRP ledger. Anthony Welfare tweeted earlier today about how Hong Kong plans to test its digital currency in the $229 billion mortgage market using Ripple's technology built on the XRPL to test the Hong Kong digital dollar and residential mortgage loans, which made up 1/5 of the loan book. In April, Ripple will partner with Bubon Bank in the banking business. This is the kind of material that men enjoy. And, as I mentioned earlier in the movie, XRP will be utilized for things we couldn't even dream of. I've never heard anyone mention the use of the XRP ledger in the mortgage market, yet Ripple is now collaborating on it. I find it amazing that XRP can be used to disrupt the mortgage market. What a savage to the core, ladies and gents. It just demonstrates what the rest of the world believes about US SEC practices. They think it's a joke. Furthermore, I believe that this is just the beginning. Another amazing example of one of Japan's largest institutions emphasizing the need for XRP adoption is GUIs. These major organizations are aware that XRP has the potential to completely transform the financial system, and the fact that these banks are on board means that they are essentially endorsing what XRP is doing, which I believe is a huge vote in favor of how it will revolutionize the financial sector. To wrap up this video, I want to discuss two significant events that will most likely occur the following week, the release of the Hyman emails being one of them. That will happen on June 13th. I'm pretty curious to find out what's going on. However, not many people are discussing the facts about those things. Now, if we have low inflation and hear that the Federal Reserve can stop rising interest rates, gentlemen, this will be critical for the market because it is something that the market has been anticipating for quite some time. People believe it will happen. As the Fed continues to raise interest rates, and I agree, however, we may be nearing the point where they can stop hiking. Guys, it will be incredibly bullish for the market if we can avoid a severe recession or depression. and instead weather a milder economic downturn, and it is this that the cryptocurrency industry must reclaim, along with keeping an eye out for the release of the Hyman emails. I'll be keeping an eye on it. Guys, this is going to be an exciting week. I am quite excited about what lies ahead. In any case, gentlemen, I sincerely thank you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video while you were here. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe. It honestly means a lot.